Welcome back to the rally. Tyler Jacobs and Tim Doyle once again discussing the NCAA tournament, which continues on Thursday. Tim, let's focus on the Midwest region, which will take place in the city of Fountains, Kansas City, Missouri. The 1 seed, the Kansas Jayhawks, who are about 30 minutes outside of KC, should have a considerable home court advantage when Purdue comes to town. Do you think the Jayhawks are marching on to the Elite Eight, or can the Boilermakers pull off the upset?
Yeah, I picked Purdue in my bracket before this tournament started. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm shaking in my boots because Josh Jackson, I didn't realize how good
he is a beast.
I mean, he made every big-time shot against Michigan State. Step back, dunks, get in the lane, finish out will. Purdue is going to have to be next to perfect, but that's what I'm banking on. There's got to be upsets in this tournament. We saw Duke go down. We saw Villanova go down. And I think the way Purdue plays is so hard to emulate because they have those big guys. They have that strength. And if Purdue goes out there and knocks down double-digit threes, well, that's going to open up the inside for Haas, Swanigan, and those guys are so hard to guard one-on-one. So I have the Boilermakers moving on.
Boilermakers knocking off Kansas. Who will they take on in that regional final? Oregon, or can the Michigan Wolverines keep this crazy run going?
You know, I've picked Oregon just because I love Gordon Bombay and Goldberg. I mean, I grew up idolizing the Mighty Ducks, and yes, Chris Boucher is out, but Tyler Dorsey's been playing out of his mind, shooting with a lot of confidence. Obviously, Dylan Brooks is a guy who can go out there and get you a triple-double any single game. They have figured out ways to tough out wins so far in the tournament, and Michigan's been hot. I know it's not smart to bet against a hot team. They have shot lights out and figured out ways to win. Wagner has been tough down low, but I think the Ducks, their size, their athleticism, a little bit too much. I got Oregon moving on.
So you have a 3-4 matchup in the Midwest Regional Final. Purdue and Oregon. Who is advancing to Phoenix in the Final Four?
I think Dana Altman finally gets over that hump, and the Ducks go to the Final Four. They were originally my pick. I know a lot of people were jumping off that bandwagon after Chris Boucher's injury because what he brings to a team that leads the country in blocks, his length and athleticism on the backboards, but I just think they're too hard to guard. They spread you out. And what they've been doing in the tournament is putting Dylan Brooks at the 4. So, yes, that's an interesting matchup if Swanigan has to guard him and vice versa.
Yeah.
So they're going to create a lot of different matchups. And if Purdue knocks off Kansas, there could be a little bit of a letdown game after beating the Jayhawks. So I need a lot of things to happen, but that's how my bracket is shook out.
Go ahead and give it to us one time.
Quack, 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 quack.
Go Ducks! Tim has the Ducks coming out of the Midwest region. They'd love to be in KC with all those fountains they can swim around. Captain Obvious of Hotels.com. What can you tell us about Kansas City, Mo?
If you want to visit Kansas City, don't go to Kansas. It's in Missouri.
Instant savings now, free nights later, Hotels.com. Yeah, Jayhawk fans, did you hear that? It's Kansas City, Missouri, not Kansas City, Kansas. Captain Obvious speaking truth.